Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Maz. I just had to come up here on the hill and enjoy this view. This kind of stuff is awesome. That's what I really like about this game and appreciate about this map. So there's our field still. We're the only farmer in the area that has a field that's going to probably just remain untouched all winter, unless we're looking to kill some time over the winter when there's nothing much else to do and we want to pull out a plow and maybe slightly expand the field, only slightly. We'll see. The goal of this series, obviously, is to pay off our $250,000 in outstanding loan debt and find $1 million in our bank. There's a bunch of different ways to do that, and I'll kind of show you what I did overnight. But I want to do it with a farm. Like I want to actually enjoy the map too and play the game. So I don't want to just speed run my way through to $1 million and be done with it. But that's not the intention here. The intention is to actually enjoy playing it. But you can see we're sitting with $113,000 in the bank, of which you're going to see why in just a second. Things look a little different around here. I worked all night. I took out, short of maybe all the trees that I'm comfortable taking out now, and turned that into a little bit more infrastructure. I got a bit more wood here on the side we got to clear up. But I'm in no hurry. I mean, again, that's our money, right? I mean, I've now more or less tapped this property for its trees. There's still trees, don't get me wrong. I left some trees up on the hill. I didn't want to completely clear cut everything, but I did it intentionally. And that's the problem, or not the problem, but that's the challenge with a map like this. It's easy to just go and rip everything out and sell it and spend the money, but then you're kind of left with nothing after that. So I wanted to take the money that I got off the trees and invest it here. So you know that we have the silo here where we're storing, what did we get, the oats off of our field. We have the fermenting silo here where we've been dumping all the straw. Yeah, we still have 63,000 liters of straw fermenting. The silage has been now directed over to our new BGA. This was kind of a must for me. So here we are obviously generating electricity, methane, and digestate. Currently there's no place to sell digestate on the map, but I also have 1 million liters capacity here. So I'm not too worried. I think by the time we purchase our lot, I will have a way to sell digestate, and it'll be lucrative, and it'll help us further enjoy the map for what it is. Feeding the BGA. This is beets and potatoes. So they are, whatever grows there is going directly into the BGA. So here we have active currently all these productions. So we're making tomato sauce, we're making salad, we're making apple juice. I'm looking right at grapes and saying apple juice. We're making grape juice and we're making raisins. Over here, as you saw, we're making 2 types of oil, sunflower and olive oil. The sunflowers from here are going directly into that farm production building. The olives and grapes are being distributed. And then over here, the hydroponic. So this is where the tomatoes and the lettuce are going into the production to make us the salad and the tomato sauce. Down here, we added one more thing near the roadside here. We can bring, we got a little bit more wood to clean out there too. We have a little roadside stand here. So we'll just let the local farmers know that we're selling stuff. Some weird looking bread, cheese. It looks like we're selling stuff that we're not actually growing, like eggs and potatoes. Maybe some other farmers are throwing their stuff here too, and we're letting them kind of sell. But anyways, I put this down so I could have a sell point for the salad and the tomato sauce. Couldn't even tell you how long it took me to clear all this wood. Everything was run to the sell point. It was absolutely grueling, and I'm so glad that I did not do that on camera. I don't mind just blasting through stuff like that off camera. It would not have made for good TV, I can tell you that much. So why I say that we're going to probably begin the month here in October and end maybe in November. Currently, there's one. Oh, you know what? Let's drive over there. I picked up one. There's one contract, one soybean harvest on Field 35. I don't even know where Field 35 is yet. It's not a big payer. Field 35 is right there. So you know what we'll do? Let's drive this over to Field 35 so we can bring the forage wagon there. At the same time, we can look for our daily collectible. we know that they are everywhere. So as far as the contract, I grabbed, pretty much when I woke up, I saw the contract was there. I grabbed it, borrowed the items, and then my hope is that we're going to see, that's not too bad field. My hope is that we're going to see another soybean contract pop up, and then we'll be able to grab that too. This is just dirt, right? Yeah, weeds, okay. Yeah, like is this soybeans? Yeah, so look, you see these soybeans, I don't know. So if they're not, if they haven't come due, is that how you say, if they haven't ripened or been ready for harvest already, then they probably won't this month. But I don't know, if throughout the day there's another farmer that decides they can't harvest their fields and they want our help, then we'll be there for them. This guy's a little ambitious with his double trailers. I'm pretty sure we don't need double trailers on this one. All right, we'll put on all available warning signs. So also available today, there's I believe it's a sunflower harvest. Now I didn't grab that right away because I figured if for example, another soybean harvest popped up, that would be probably more worth it for us, because I'll take this I'll take the straw off of a sunflower harvest, but it's not as much, obviously, you know, and then it's not like you're getting a ton of additional crop, or like you're not making a huge bonus over top of whatever just the contract pays. So you end up doing kind of the same amount of work as what you would do for like a soybean harvest, but you don't get paid nearly as well. All right, we're doing good so far. We haven't ruined anybody's paint. Like, let me pop in here and enjoy the tree-lined street, but you can't really see much. Let me just pull over for 1 second here. Not a pee break. Oh, sorry, folks. Little harvester. Thank you. There's our $1,000 for the day. It would have been funny if I just pulled over to take a leak on the side of the road with all those people there. How would you work these fields in real life? Without running over your neighbor's crops. Okay, well, in certain times I would just throw us on a worker and I'd go back and get the tractor and the trailer, but we're like, we have $115,000. Obviously, you can see that up in the top there. We have some productions which are starting to dribble in some cash. We have some wood still that we can sell, but that's it after that. So we have no other way of making money currently with what we've set up until we, you know, farm. And then even if we get to, let's say we get to the spring, and my hopes is that when we go to buy some land, there is something that we can harvest. So we will sort of see an opportunity to make some money right away. But there's no guarantee. Like if we buy a grass field, obviously we can mow it, but then we have to, you know, we got to do something with it. We got to, you know, put it in the silo and fermenting silo and turn it into something. Maybe we can feed it to animals if we have animals at that time if we want. But there's no quick cash. Like it's not like we could buy a woodlot, obviously, but you know the question would be, we sort of have to calculate, well, how many trees do we think we can pull off of a specific woodlot? We know roughly, you know, I would say like 3 trees might fill a trailer, maybe, and that's $10,000 to $13,000. So if we have to spend $60,000 on a piece of land to get the opportunity to cut some trees down, you know, how many trees are on the lot, and then how much do we predict that we're going to earn, and then we can kind of work it backwards and figure out whether we can break even on the lot. Breaking even on a wood lot is not great. You want to profit from it because typically those wood lots you're not necessarily going to then farm it, right? I don't know. Maybe we will, but never too, like, just for the reasons of those sticks and all the rest of stuff. Not too enthusiastic about creating fields in the woods. It's funny. I'm at 30%. We're at 20, not even 3,000 liters, and we're like probably more than half the field done. And this guy gives us double trailers to cart with. He must have other fields too, and who knows? Maybe he's got other contracts that he's going to launch out there for us. But all right, we got the harvester parked off to the side there. So see the field of sunflowers right there. That contract is available too. So I think what we'll do is after I've done taking care of this first field here, we'll sort of determine whether or not there's another soybean contract maybe that's popped up. I don't think there will be if there isn't already. And then we may take that sunflower contract. And then after that, we'll sort of figure out where we're at for the day and potentially move into November to see what's going on in November. And if and we'll see what's happening anyways. I mean, we do have some stuff to do. Actually, already some of our productions are ready to sell. Basically, we have some stuff that's in market price already, so that's good. A good sign. I mean, we don't necessarily have to sell it right away. If the sellable month or whatever isn't now, then maybe we want to wait and see if it goes up even higher. Honestly, there's no hurry there because we're not. We sort of like we're looking at the money that we have now for the next little while. Really, is what I guess I'm saying. But all right, I left the harvester running there, so hopefully we can just pull right up without having to jump out. Yep, 4,800 liters. All right, so we committed ourselves to the sunflower contract so it doesn't disappear. I'll tell you, these are all very, very tempting. There's tons of like beets and stuff. There's so many opportunities for like beet contracts and things, but I'm just not feeling it. Now, we could just take a couple and set a worker up and be done with it and come back when it's ready to cart, but if we roll into November and that's all there is available, then perhaps what we'll do is exactly that. Made an extra $250 there, but then we got dinged $14 for an environmental fee. I still can't get over this massive complex for basically that one little grain dump. All right, let's get the straw off the field, and then we'll see if nothing else has popped up that's going to require the equipment from this contract. Then we will head over to the sunflower field. We'll get that harvested, get the tiny little amount of straw that we can get off that. We'll probably still be able to get almost a full load of straw off that sunflower field anyways, which is good. I mean, it's like 13,000 liters, which really that's been the magic for us, is taking that straw and putting in the fermenter. Look at this. I see the straw off these soybeans is fantastic. We're going to be about half full after about a little over one pass. I say a little over because we did that one tiny piece at the bottom, but I'm still worried about how much snow we're going to see on this map, and whether or not we're going to be stuck, or are we going to have to can we get a snow plow for our Gator, for example? I believe there's an option to put like forestry chain type wheels on it. If you remember that, it was one of the options when we were going through. Was that on? Wait, no, that's on our tractor, isn't it? Yeah, we can put like the forestry tracks on our tractor, which I wonder how well they work in the winter. So based on the tractors that I'm seeing in these contracts, obviously small tractors are the way to go, at least at the beginning. I mean, we maybe, let's call it like small to medium tractors, depending on what our eventual farm is like. I can't wait to play a map where I have big tractors. Like, I want to play with the big toys too, but we keep playing these maps where we end up with small tractors, which is fine. Oh, another thing that I should point out, and I don't know why, but the productions, like the greenhouses, I guess, that are close to I'm thinking that are close to the water tap on the ground there. I remember when I couldn't figure out why there was water in the silo. There was like 30,000 liters of water, which I'm guessing is the max amount of water you could potentially store in the silo for whatever reason. The greenhouses that I have over there all have basically maxed out water. And I don't know why. And the only thing I can think of is that for some reason, whether it's the water hose or that's, the silo, for example, but it doesn't make sense that the silo would do it. It's distributing water to the productions that sort of sit in a close enough proximity. Because I have like the hydroponic one, for example, or then the very last, like the furthest away olive and grape little orchard there, I have to put water in those. So I don't know what that is now. So I was sort of struggling with what to do with that, and then I've kind of opted to do nothing with it, because in all fairness, for me with water in the game, like rarely will you see me just doing water runs on camera. Usually I'll do about a half hour's worth of work before I start an episode, and a lot of it is like, running laps with the water tanker, or I'll do it at the afterwards, for example. So I'm not like, and you don't have to pay for water, right? So if it was something you had to pay for, it'd be a different story. But because water is free, and because I typically would handle it off camera anyways, I'm not overly concerned. But it is something I should point out. It's by no means intentional. Now, in saying that, there's a mod that you can place that actually does that, right? You can put that in the ground, and then it will go ahead and do that. Well, it seems like I'm getting that effect, but I'm not. I haven't put that. I don't even know if I have that mod activated, to be honest with you. That was one pass, and we're almost full. I don't think we'll get 50,000 liters, but I mean, we'll be 26 by the time we get to the bottom of this, possibly. Oh, am I missing some too? Nope. All right, let me go get this one dumped, and then we'll finish this field off. I just had to stop for a second. There, that's how much is left. I think the worst part about that is I think there's probably still, I don't know, 800 or so liters there. So knowing me, I'm going to go dump this, and then we're going to pick that up. All right, let's see what this last little bit gets us. And we'll figure out, was it worth it? 762 liters. Yeah, that was worth it. Which means we can also pick this up. All right, let's go just review the contracts one more time. Beets, sugar beets, carrots, red beets, sugar beets. And we'll go over to let's go over to the sunflower field. There's probably no sense in trying to go unload 800 liters, so we'll just take this right to the sunflower field. I think the sunflower field, in order to get there, I think we got to go down the same road that we took when we were doing the soybean field in the last episode. It's fun ripping up the streets here in like a small tractor that goes fast. Well, I thought it was a cop behind us. But when you're in a tractor that only goes 20 kilometers an hour and you've got this open cab, you really got an opportunity to kind of look around, to appreciate the detail. There's a cornfield back there. I think it looks like it's ready to harvest. These I mean, these contracts are definitely not money makers for at face value. I think we can all agree on that. You know, making $800 or whatever is not. You're not going to get rich that way unless you did 1,000 of them. But definitely benefit from the straw. We become hooers for the straw. It's the straw harvest. And there it is. That looks a little bit bigger than the field we just harvested. All right, we got a bit of a beast here. I don't know. Seems like a beast compared to my tractor. Maybe not. Is that the exhaust at the top there? Looks like a reverse-facing cannon. I guess it's important you get the exhaust away from any straw, any grain. I guess that's how the combine fires start, right? Oh. I'm like, okay, let me just unfold the header. Nope. This might take a few extra minutes. I literally thought I could unfold that, but that is not the case. So I think what I might do in this case here is run a lap, and then just in order to kind of expedite things, I may sort of chase around a little bit, picking straw up with the chase tractor, and get a worker to help me out here, because obviously this field is a little bit larger than the last one, and I don't want to take forever doing this. There's a small fertilizer contract sitting there that may or may not. Sorry, we may grab that quickly because it is fast, and we do pick up a couple bucks opportunistic on the reimbursement for the fertilizer, but maybe we'll see how that goes. But I was gonna say, so I was looking at the contracts, and I was looking at the beat. I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do a beat contract. I mean, I just can't do it. I can only imagine that we're going to put in a ton of time and effort and end up with like 200 liters of beats at the end that we don't have to deliver, and that's going to amount to like next to nothing when it comes to our BGA. I could be wrong, but honestly, I just can't do it. Oh, look, maybe that's our future field in front of us. Ooh. As I go right into the creek. Oh, and look at the mess up that side. The left side there has just got so much stuff. Trees, poles. I think over the winter also we'll be able to watch the used market and see if any of the local farmers are trying to dump some of their stuff in the hopes that they can generate some cash to get some new stuff in the spring. We may get to take advantage, because we are going to obviously need to buy some equipment. We can't just spend all of our money on property. I think we'll run maybe 2 or 3 passes at the top, and then we'll run another one down the side here, and then we'll set the worker off so we don't have any issues, and then we'll get on the straw. Yeah, this field is wild. Like, we're right up against the fence here. I think this is one of the first contracts we did. We had one of these when we had that field that was on the hill, and the way it was ripping the forage wagon up and down the hill was hilarious. So the way we sent that worker off, I wouldn't do that if it was my own field, I don't think, because if he ends up in the middle wanting to unload, we would in all likelihood, destroy a bunch of crops trying to either get to him or get the harvester into a position where we could unload it. Especially if he was only able to do like part of a pass and then stopped in the middle of the field. I'm just trying to sneak down here. If I can get down here in time. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the guy should unload. I'll take what's there. I like that he's going that way. That's good. We'll probably have to clean up the edge. Yo, man, you want to stop for a sec? Okay, I've got to go catch up. Well, you know what? We can't destroy the crops when we're on a contract, so let's just do that, and we'll go catch up. Yeah, I imagine we're gonna have a little bit of cleanup to do when we're done here, but that's okay. All right, I'll take that for now. Hopefully this guy doesn't mind all this farming activity in his driveway. It looks like a couple houses. One guy's obviously a little more private than the other with his gates. All right, I wonder if we're even going to get a full load off this field. Maybe it'll be deceiving and it just looks like it's not a lot of yield, but then we end up taking a bunch of straw off anyways. All right, we filled this thing. I'm gonna go dump this over here and we'll get the we'll get the cart again. See if we can't help out our friend there for a second. Lighten their load. I probably should have parked that the other way because as soon as we get the whatever we can out of the harvester, we'll go and drop that straw in the silo. I think we're managing ourselves pretty well here. I mean, we've been juggling pretty good. Just in general, I mean, not just on this one contract, but I didn't even look to see where I have to deliver this. I always forget. I'll accept a contract and then afterwards find out, oh, it's like 3 maps over. All right, yeah, I had a look and indeed it is where we were delivering yesterday. That's where we have to deliver this. So we are making our way there now. If we can just get ourselves up out of the bottom of this field. Once you have a full grain cart or a full cart of whatever, it's a little bit harder to pull it up out of the field. When the forage wagon's full of straw, it's not so bad, but I think it's just quite a bit lighter. I've got all the sunflower in the back of this. So we have our little shortcut through the trees and forest, but we have a full load here in a trailer that seems to like to wander. So, we'll give it a go, I guess, rather than going all the way around. We'll just see how dicey this is going to be. Our little forest shortcut there, because there's a bit of a ditch at the bottom, but it's not the worst. While that's doing that, let's just take a peek. Yeah, okay, so maybe whatever contracts are there at the beginning of the day, that's just what's there. These contracts, though, like I swear there's an additional additional plowing contract, but it's probably the field that, I don't remember what the field number was, but it's probably the field that we did earlier, I think. Ooh, good job. I ended up switching the direction of the harvester and because he kept getting up to the top there and telling me that he was done when it clearly was not done. Yeah, pretty productive morning so far. We'll end up, I think, with the last load that I put into the fermenting silo, we had a little over 100,000 liters of straw in there. I don't remember what we started with this morning, but was it like 50 or 60,000 liters? So we've definitely added straw, and at the same time we've been fermenting and we've been in all likelihood selling power. Now I think we're getting about $1,000 an hour from selling the electricity, so by no means is it anything like what we're seeing, for example, on Comlands, but it's definitely something, which is good. All right, get up. I think the trick is just staying on the gas while you're in the bushes there, and you'll get out. You just want to keep pulling that trailer. I think I'm going to grab a quick coffee as we pass through town there, so I'll meet you guys back at the field. And I realized I was running at 0 time. Time was not changing, so I actually just kind of set us back to where we could potentially be, only to get dinged with $700 in worker pay. Yeah, we just spent a fortune on wages. So I'm going to take over for the rest of this, and we'll hammer this out. We got a little bit left on the field there, kids. And then that'll probably be it for contracts for today. So we'll just get this unloaded. We'll go drop that. We'll drop the sunflowers off at the sell point, and then we will grab our straw. And there's the logs. I think what we're gonna do is get rid of those logs that are in our forest there. It's not like we have to save them for anything. I was kind of thinking at some point, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have, tried to turn all the wood in there into planks or something. But in the end, it served the purpose. Perhaps we can buy another wood lot, and which I think actually might not be a bad idea. So we're talking about, investing in the future. So there's nothing saying that I can't buy a woodlot somewhere and then harvest all the wood and then turn around and sell the property again. So in reality, the property would be valuable to somebody. And in real estate, everyone's always trying to get every dollar out of, the value of what, or at least what they think. So you may go buy a piece of property and the person might be trying to tell you that there's $700 worth or $7,000 or $70,000 worth of wood on the property, but you're not, they don't necessarily get that for face value, when they go to sell it. So I could, if I spent $50,000 or $70,000 on a lot, spent the time and worked the land and took the trees off of it, I could potentially sell that lot again. And maybe we assume that real estate's appreciated and I get what I paid for the lot, and I've now got the wood. I don't know. There's really nothing saying that we can't flip fields that way. Something to consider, But maybe it turns out to be. So there's a couple. There's an area which has. I saw. It's the combo field and forest. Those kind of lots, so we may look at those also. I don't know. All right, we did okay the last time we snuck through here. Let's hope that happens again. All right, just past the strange tree there, down here. Then we line it up. We don't want to hit this going fast, but we do want to gun it once we're here. Get up. Yeah. I think if you hit that going too fast, it would be really painful. You may launch the tractor, but by getting the nose in there and then gunning it, you're okay. I think gunning it is an official term for hitting the gas. Nice. We got an additional $860, so about another $800 bonus on that harvest. Yeah, if you're not careful, you jackknife pretty quickly. Oy. Whew, okay. I don't know, we'll have to see. I guess if this is our winter cash now, so I can't imagine there's going to be a lot more contracts unless maybe we get it'd be great if we got a contract for mowing and baling, for example, and we were able to snag some grass that way. That would be cool. I don't think there's a lot of like straight up grass fields. I think they're all kind of like meadows, so the grass grows back like the map grass, but I don't think it's like a planted grass necessarily. If we wanted to do that, we'll have to plant our own, I guess. Judging by where we're at so far, I think we're going to get more than one load. I mean, we're about a third of a trailer so far. It's going to be very difficult for me not to buy a farm or buy some land over the winter. We can't wait. We can't wait too long, because if we are going to, farm our land, then we'll probably have to spend some time preparing it. But Also, we want to try to let the current owners do as much of the work for us as possible, and try to swoop in at the last second. Hopefully, we don't buy ourselves like a carrot field or something. Just looking at the trees on the way in here, and I think it's important that we try to leave some of these trees that are up on that hill, because from the road it would just look weird if that whole hill was just bald. $105,000 liters. Wait. Why is this thing registering straw? Silage. We don't want straw. Okay, why is it doing that to us? So it's taking our straw. And the only thing that we can do with straw is activate straw digestate, and we don't even have. I mean, digestate's going to be lucrative for us in the future, but we're not there now. I don't want to do that now. Can I fill up? Can I get the straw out of it? No. Okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. I mean, is it because I have too many things close together here that is causing problems for me? But I don't even have straw turned on. Like, there's no reason why this thing should be taking straw. So I think the only thing we can do is what I'll do is I'll let this. So I've got to ferment the silage. Then I can't. So basically, we're not going to leave we won't leave the BGA just running. Although now I might as well, because there's straw, I might as well activate this. So, okay. So as long as we are not distributing. Yeah, but I wasn't distributing. So that number is going down. So it's currently doing something with the straw. All right, I'm gonna just leave it because it doesn't look like it's taking the straw now out of the side. I'm glad we checked that. Man, I hate stuff like that in this game. Unless I'm misunderstanding, but to me it looks like it's taking straw from because I'm not putting straw into the BGA directly. The only place it could be taking it from is from my fermenting silo, which means then I'm not getting a chance to actually ferment the straw. And then the only thing I can produce, according to what I see there, maybe I'm wrong, the only thing I can produce is digestate. So we'll just set the silage to store, so that way there's no leak. Anyways, that's a pain in the butt. Yeah, hopefully that didn't cost us anything, because we really can't afford any screw-ups. Because, I mean, we're sort of... Well, you know why we can't afford screw-ups, because we don't have a lot of ways to make money through the winter. Winter here in Poland is going to be difficult. And I just have this sneaking suspicion that there's going to be a bunch of snow. Well, okay, you know what? The Gator at least has an enclosed... Oh, God, are we going to be... We're going to get a house before... whatever. Can we sleep in a tent? Maybe we'll find... There's some trailers I think we can get. Maybe we'll upgrade our tent to a trailer. And we'll sleep in the trailer over the winter. Man, that threw me off. I don't know what to think of the BGA / I guess really that stuff can't be positioned anywhere close to each other. Shouldn't matter though, but I mean it gives you the option to turn things on and turn things off. So having it just do things automatically for you is not cool. But maybe I'm misunderstanding what I'm seeing. We are very close to filling this up, and then I think what we'll do. I'm just kind of trying to guesstimate, but with what will likely be left on the field in straw, I don't think we'll be coming back for it. It's just there's because this is such a spotty yield, I don't think there's going to be enough to warrant coming back. Not like those, come on, get around that corner. Not like the soybeans. That straw was good. That's great. And we left a strip like that. We had a strip like that left on the other field, but we picked it up and it was almost 1,000 liters. Here, I don't think that's going to be the case. I can't. I say this each time. I wish I could take the smaller tractor and use it to bring this trailer back to our lot, but we'll never make it there. It's just not powerful enough. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, last day of October. Life is good, except for whatever issue we're having over there with the fermenting silo and the BGA. Like honestly, at some point, digestate is going to be worth a considerable amount of money, but it is not worth that right now, and it's not going to create a revenue stream for us, which the straw will, so, or the electricity will. So we really got to watch that. When I get back, I'll be curious to see if anything else has happened while we weren't looking. All right, home sweet home. What has been going on over here while we weren't looking? There's definitely some strange things happening here on this. I don't know whether it's the map or whether it's the mods or what, but some strange things. So that's, I mean, it's nice to see it. We have a lot of, actually, it's a shame because we have with 100 and, what is it? It'll be almost 127,000 liters of straw, but then 50,000 liters in here. Look, it's up now. I don't know what to make of it. So look, straw's going down, obviously, and silage is going up, which is good. This had like 50-odd thousand liters of straw. Now it has 68,000 liters of straw. Wait. Is there like an infinite straw bug? Because look at the total capacity of 5 million liters. Oh, okay, it's a different number, but it's still 5 million liters. God, I don't know what to tell you. You know what? By the time, so this is the 4th episode that we're recording right now. I mean, I'm not stopping, and I can't see myself deconstructing anything. So by the time you get to this, I'm not intentionally building things or positioning things to be advantageous to myself, but things are a little odd here. $1,500 because we paid for some leasing. Thank you very much. Let's get back to our. Let's get back to the woods. Oh, we're gonna run out of gas too. I guess we're gonna get gas at the store on the way back, which I think is right here. Anyways, I don't have any fuel on my lot. Where's the stores? This way, right? Yeah. I don't know what to make of all that. Somebody's gonna know. Somebody's played this map and they've had some issue or something. This thing's gonna cost nothing to fill. Should I get a thing of fertilizer while we're over here? Or herbicide? No, what is it? Fertilizer. Yeah, liquid fertilizer, right? That's what we have to put in our hydroponics. $123 in fuel, not bad. Let's just look in hydroponics. How much did we put in there originally? Okay, so this is the one we determined to be the best buy, and we put, so I think we can, let's do that. We're gonna need it anyways, we're here. It's not like we're not gonna need it, so let's do ourselves a favor and bring it back. Think I can get it at full speed in first person? No. I agree with you, no. Sometimes I can do like bale loading in first person, but even that's not easy. Well, I don't know what to tell you about what's going on with that silo. I don't want it to, sort of ruin the gameplay. I think for sure there's a glitch there because the capacity for straw in the BGA is likely not 5 million liters. I can double check on one of the other maps that I've got that, or Valley Springs I have that mini BGA. There's something happening. There's something happening in this play on this map in combination with something that I've got put down there. I don't know what it is, and then I've got to really watch out, because if I start trying to sell things, like if all of a sudden it sells 5 million liters of water or whatever, I'll be a billionaire, and so I'll have to make sure that I get the money to the right, like I can reset the money. It's kind of a pain in the whole thing's a pain in the butt. I don't know how to quantify what I'm gaining from any kind of a glitch right now, so I think I'm just going to keep playing as is, and then we'll just see how it goes, I guess. What I might do actually is when we're out of this episode here, I may make I make a copy every time anyways of this game save, but I may try to mess around a little bit, and perhaps I got to move. I'm going to do it at no cost to myself, obviously, because I didn't necessarily do anything on purpose here, but I might move some of the positioning around in the yard. Maybe what I just need to do is get things a little further away from each other. Right there. Just got to find the balance. They say life's all about balance. Yeah, anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is I may see if I can make it right in the yard there somehow. So things may look a little different the next time you come back, or I might have a slightly different silo or something like that isn't creating any issues, because I don't want it to be like cheaty, but yeah, I don't know. And it's the weird thing is it's things that are a certain proximity to whatever is creating the issue, because if you think about it, there's the one like where I'm going to go put this right now, it's not showing a 5 million liter capacity, so it's far enough from whatever is the issue that it's not being affected. Wait, I wonder if it's the water hose. So I've never used the multi-fruit silo. I've never used, so that's a new one for me. So it could very well be causing the problem. Get off. Are you kidding me? And I don't think I'm actually contaminating the water, because I'm only using the water tank really is just being used for that one greenhouse now. And if you think about it, if it's filled with liquid fertilizer and then I'm running water and it's all going into the same tank, I don't think I'm contaminating anything. If I was feeding animals from this water tank, like giving animals water, that would be a different story. They don't want liquid fertilizer. They might want liquid fertilizer, but they can't have it. Okay, so that's good. Well, I'm glad that we're kind of noticing some of these little things early and not when we're deep into a game. I've quit so many games that glitched and it just kind of taints the whole sort of feel of it, right? So that, yeah, I mean, in this case here, though, maybe we caught it early enough that there's no issue. So I think we're going to actually call this an episode here, folks. I can't see that I'm going to need to do much in between episodes other than figure out this issue. 66.7, yeah, because I mean, while the straw is going down, I think we're still at 101 liters of, or kilowatt hours or whatever. I don't even know, 101 of electric charge. So I don't think we're generating electric charge. I don't know, honestly, where the straw is going, because the other, to digestate the methane and the electric charge are staying the same. Like, what the hell? Here we have 66,000 liters of straw. I don't understand. Okay, well, anyways, I got some figuring out to do. We're going to try to nip this in the bud early on here, and I'll be obviously having to use a little bit of easy dev magic to make things right. But anyways, so like I said, things are probably going to end up having to look a little different by the next time we meet. But I mean, as you can see, I'm not intentionally trying to screw with things. Something's happening and I don't understand what it is. My guess is it's this silo doing something that I don't understand, or this water pump, because I highly doubt it's these buildings. Yeah, I mean, even them, look at their capacity shows in the millions, and I'm pretty sure that's not what the mod normally is. Anyways, all right, whatever. It is what it is. We'll figure it out and make sense of it, and we'll still have fun. I'm really enjoying playing on the map. I can't wait to see what we end up with for land in the future. I'm really looking forward to getting through the winter time. So on that note, I got some work to do here, obviously, and then we'll go through what we did in the next episode. All right, so thanks so much, guys. This is episode 4. Like I said, I haven't even edited episode 1 or posted it. I'm 4 episodes deep here before we've even begun sharing this with the world. So any of your suggestions or comments, I like you've seen before, I respond to everything. I have a lot of fun in the comments, but sometimes the input you provide is not going to be as relevant because we're already way past that. But I'm only doing that right now because I know there's a bunch of stuff coming up that's going to keep me busy, and I want to be able to post this fun online. So anyways, thanks so much for your continued support. If you haven't subscribed, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Do it now. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.